He's a man on a mission, and we caught up with him making his first visit in Bermuda to one of 12 sites, Prospect Cemetery in Devonshire.
I was homeless and sleeping rough for a couple of years in Wales, in the UK, and after a while I rediscovered my grandfather's 1916 diary. So he was in the Australian artillery on the Western Front in France and Belgium, and I always knew I had it, but I'd forgotten that it was 1916. So in late 2015, when I rediscovered it, I thought, I could do something with this.
Nearly 100 years after the diary entries were written, Mr. Whitty set off to France, Belgium and Turkey following his granddad's movements during the First World War. Living many months in France, as his grandfather had done while on the front line, Mr. Whitty filled his time visiting military cemeteries, and it sparked another idea.
So, a bit like Forrest Gump, I just kept going. So my new goalposts is to finish Bristol Cathedral, VJ Day, Victory in Japan Day 2045, and cycle to every Commonwealth War grave location in the world.
Mr. Whitty will be 80 by the time he reaches all 26,530 cemeteries, and through his journey he's relied on the generosity of the people he meets along the way.
I've never really asked for anything, it's always been offered, and as long as I temper what's been, I don't like to jinx my good luck by asking for too much. But I would say that the default condition of humans everywhere is just to be very kind and generous, which everyone has been so far.
It's all being made possible with a pedal bike called Captain Tom Moore, named after the celebrated British Army officer and fundraiser, and donated by a family he met in a French village. The bike carries a hammock for sleeping, tent for shelter, food, clothing, and a mobile office.
There's no gears, there was no brakes, everything completely wrong with it. And so I thought, as soon as I make my fortune again, I'll be buying a new bike. But over time, over a very short time, I'm now inseparable from this bike. I want to get it around the world at least once, and hopefully it will still be with me in 2045.
World War I was brutal and unprecedented, claiming the lives of around 10 million military between 1914 and 1918. Bermudians fought with distinction, and some 80 islanders perished in the conflict. Mr. Whitty paid his respects to a survivor of what was referred to at the time as the Great War.
If you could speak to your great-grandfather, what would you say to him today?
Thank you for writing a diary, because I don't know where I would be if it wasn't. I never knew him. He died 20 years before I was born. And I'm just... hopefully he appreciates what it is just to keep... I mean, he was a young man, 22 himself. He would have had no idea that this diary's coming on a journey with me. When I was in Europe, I always kept this diary in a pocket here above my heart, and I would always I was photographing every Australian headstone. So although I don't know if there was a connection between my grandfather who survived the war and any of the headstones I walked past, his diary walked past many headstones of people that he would have known and would have been written about in this diary.
Mr. Whitty's personal journey is as remarkable as his cycling odyssey. He once earned a six-figure salary but subsequently faced homelessness. He believes his journey could inspire others.
I'm the last person that I thought would end up homeless. And on top of that, I'm the last person that thought would be able to survive it and get out of it. So if I can do that, absolutely anyone can, because it just needed... I mean, I did feel pretty rotten and didn't know what I was going to do, but it was just this diary gave me an idea, a small gem of an idea, and then that grew. And now I absolutely wouldn't swap this life for absolutely anything in the world.
Next stop, Mr. Whitty will fly to Florida and spend 3 months cycling along the east coast of the States before making his way to Canada and Australia.